Ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning to all my favorite people here on the wonderful world of YouTube, and welcome back to Gallivanter Overland. I had to take a short break from making videos about working on the Jeep because we were having some difficulties with audio. I'm sorry about that, and quality too, but hopefully I think I've got that straightened out. So we're going to get into a few things that I have done on the Jeep since we've been offline. So let's get into it. So for the first thing, which I'm sure you guys were able to spot right off the bat, is our Smitty-built roof rack. This thing is awesome. It's really heavy construction. It's a lot better than I thought it would be just looking at the pictures and comparing the prices of like the Gobi rack and even the Barricade rack. The Smitty-built was the absolute cheapest, but this thing is sure enough built. Check out how solid that is. I only have one little issue when trying to mount it. Up here on your front hinge where it goes down and mounts right here, my bolts going in there, I guess they've never been out since this Jeep was built. No surprise. But anyway, this thing was bed lined on the inside, so the bolts were sprayed with bed liner and they were Loctited. I broke a couple of tools trying to get the bolts out, but finally, after a little bit of heat and some Aircrow, or possum pea as we call it, I was finally able to work that around and get that fixed. A little suggestion that I do have when you're installing your rack is don't tighten any of the bolts until you have the back part back here mounted and the front. That way everything is solid, and then you can line everything up and start tightening. It took a little bit of work, but it wasn't that bad. Me and my son were out here, and in less than an hour we had this thing installed. But now we're going to be able to get our rooftop tent on there and our awning. I'm really looking forward to that. Now, this is a really small upgrade and a cheap one, but one of my absolute favorites. This is a tailgate table. It's really made for a TJ, but you know, poor folks like us on budget bills, we got to learn how to do things. So, the way this thing works, it's got two little tabs right here. There it is. Flips right down. Simple as it can be, but man, you can cook here now. When you're camping, just being able to have somewhere to just sit stuff up off the ground, out of the way, not on top of your cooler, it is awesome. But like I say, being that this was for an actual TJ, I did have to do something a little bit kind of funny, but it's all good. That is self-tapping roofing screws holding this thing to my tailgate, but it is solid. Good enough. On to some of our little bit heavier upgrades. All right, what you're looking at here is the driver's side, and you can notice we got brand new rough country shocks. We've got brand new disconnectable sway bar links. We got a brand new caliper, disc, and brakes on there. I didn't really plan to change that caliper, but what happened was I just put the rotors and brake pads on it, drove up the road, and immediately started pulling really hard to the right. It was that one over there. Locked up on me, the original caliper. So no surprise. So I ordered these from Extreme Terrain. Really nice quality calipers, plus they're red, they look cool. All right, while we're under here, there's our brand new Adams front drive shaft. That thing is a beast compared to the original shaft that was under here. So that kind of eliminated a little bit of the clicking and clonking going on under here too. So big upgrade, big upgrade. Let me show you my drilled and slotted rotors. What we're looking at here, guys, is the back side of the front axle. That is the CAD unit where the axle splits, disconnects, has the little ring that slides over. Of course, mine already had the vacuum delete. It has the cable that's running up over here that you pull under the dash to lock the axle in. But that seal was leaking into that knuckle pretty bad. The seal is located inside of that CAD unit. You have to take it off, pull that ring out, pull your axle out over here, and you can get to the seal. I really wish I could have got a good video on that, but I did find an excellent video here on YouTube. I'll try to put a link to it, or at least give you the guy's name that done it. He had a really good way of removing and reinstalling a new seal in there But I'll give you guys a link to that if it's possible. It was a really good video, very informative. I know this ain't a big deal, but I also got some new one of those. My old one, somebody had like welded all that on there. It just looked like garbage, so new ones look a lot better. Anyway, guys, that pretty much covers all the little upgrades that I've done while I've been out of touch with y'all. Sorry about being out of touch, not getting the video. We're just having a lot of technical difficulties with our camera and trying to get the videos uploaded and everything. But if you have any questions about any of the work that you've seen done here, please comment below and I'll help you the best I can. We're going to continue working on this thing. There's still a few more things to do. We're going to replace our tie rod, drag link, the ends on there, ball joints, all that stuff, and we're going to get it aligned. And then we're going to be installing our Rough Country rooftop tent and our Overland Vehicle Systems 270 awning. So there's still plenty to do. You guys stick around, and hopefully I'll see you out on the trail. It's getting that time of year, and we're ready to go. Have a good one, guys. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you out there.